Good morning, or good evening, or afternoon, whatever it is for you. Today is July the 13th of 2017. It is a Thursday. It is 5:48 in the a.m. My name is Michael Smith, and this is my life. Yesterday I worked really hard. It was really hot too. I think I spent 8 hours yesterday straight, soaked in sweat. And then, yeah, this past night I did not sleep that well. I'm very, very tired. I just couldn't sleep. I don't know why. I'm wondering if maybe I have trouble sleeping, so I go to sleep listening to different things. Because my wife Tanny, she doesn't like to. She doesn't like the TV on. I mean, she can deal with it sometimes, but she really doesn't like it. So anyway, last night I went to sleep and I pulled up this. I thought it'd be cool to subliminally. I figured I'd listen to some good stuff. There's this really awesome church. I think out in Michigan, Our Lady of Good Counsel, Father John Ricardo's parish, and they've got a YouTube channel and they're just doing amazing stuff. I mean, part of me really wishes I could move to Michigan so that I could be at that parish to partake in that, because it's just watching the videos and watching what they're doing. He is leading his parish, and the parish is grabbing it and running with it. They are not just showing up for church on Sundays, they are actually actively pursuing becoming disciples of Christ, where they go out and share the gospel. And they give talks in their hall or their event room or whatever it is, and the camera will pan around and you just see this packed big room. Just every table is almost filled to the brim with people just wanting to learn and grow in Christ, And I wish I was there. I don't know. I like my church. It's nice. Our Lady of Lourdes in Gibson City. It's nice. But I don't get that sense. Maybe it's there and I just don't see it, or I don't look for it, or whatever. And maybe that's what God's calling me to do in the future, is to start looking for it. And if it's not there, start planting the seeds. Trying to, anyway. But anyway, I worked long and hard yesterday, and it was going to get really hot yesterday, and we haven't had the air conditioning on. And so I called at one point, and I asked my wife, I was like, how's the house? Because I was really worried about getting too hot for the kids in the house. And she's like, oh, it's fine. And I was like, okay, whatever. And so anyway, I worked, and my wife had a doctor's appointment yesterday, and so she filled the van up with the kids and met me out in the parking lot, and she took my little red car, and then I took the minivan filled with kids. I took it home, and I pulled up in the driveway, and I was like, I saw one of the windows on the house, and I was like, that window's shut. I was like, is she crazy? And I was like, no, maybe it's not shut. It's got to be a figment of my imagination. There's no way she'd have the windows shut on a hot day like this. So I get the kids out of the car, and I'm walking the kids up to the house, and carrying Joseph and leading the other little ones up. And I see the kitchen windows shut. And I'm like, oh my gosh, that one is shut. I can tell. This is crazy. And then right about that time when I grabbed the door handle, because the kitchen window's by the back door, I grabbed the door handle. I was like, oh my gosh. And I opened the door, and the air conditioning was on. And it was so nice to be able to come home and not be in humidity and whatever. My wife surprised me, and it was a really nice surprise. I'm really tired. I've been working really hard lately. I'm really kind of sore. And I couldn't sleep last night. I don't know if I was just, my back's too sore and my body and whatever else is too sore to sleep or whatever. That and or what I was listening to last night was getting me excited. I don't know. But we got some news yesterday. My wife went to the doctor. Tanny went to the doctor, and she had this funny thing around her belly button after she noticed her belly button was sore during the pregnancy, having Joseph. And then it was still sore afterwards. And she showed it to me, and I was like, that looks like a hernia. And she went to the doctor, and sure enough, it was a hernia. And so basically, it's either don't have the surgery and run the risk of having to go rush to the emergency room in the middle of the night, in the middle of whenever, at the drop of a hat, because I guess part of her intestine can come out and then get cut off and then get sepsis. Or have the surgery, but having the surgery means that she can't do anything for 6 weeks. She cannot even lift a gallon of milk. Else she runs the risk of ripping the hernia back open and making it worse. So, me personally, when I heard the news, I was like, my wife is a real go-getter, and she always pushes so hard. And I've been trying to work with her over the last couple of years especially, in a very loving and compassionate way, to slow down and to not push so hard. She pushes her will very hard. And I see this as a twofold answer of a prayer. I think this is God finally, really knocking hard on the door, saying like, okay, you really need to listen to me and slow down. And for me, it's going to mean me probably not going into the studio or doing anything except basically being 1 3/4 parents for 6 weeks. Making meals, changing diapers, carrying kids, everything. She won't be able to, our newest baby, Joseph, she won't even be able to pick up Joseph. She can sit and hold him and feed him, but she won't be able to pick him up, even him as little as he is. And so it's going to also give me the opportunity to get more hands-on with the other kids and hands-on with her. A lot of times she'll just go and do stuff. And so it's going to be a real challenge. It's going to be a real life changer. I've been asking God lately how He wants me to change my life, and I'm assuming that something I'm going to learn over the next 6 to 7, 8 weeks, or because we're not having surgery right away. But whatever, over that 6-week period, I'm going to learn something. Maybe even to the lead up. I don't know. I'll have to wait and see. But yeah, it's going to be a challenge, and it's going to be a lot of prayer, and it's going to be... I'm excited on one hand because I like to serve my family, but I'm also nervous of how, my wife's going to take it, because I'm sure I'm not going to do everything exactly the way she does it, and I just hope she has patience with me. I'm a man. I'm not her, and that's all I'll say about that.